Of
I
course it's
feel.
not bad. Okay. British gift already. That's not necessary. But I, of course, thanks. Let's just
That's right, man.
get. Let's just get this camera working. Why
You
is
could up the volume just a little bit.
on who?
On all of us, I think the stream is a bit of a sound problem. Like, I think it's a bit low. At least that was what I thought.
Oh, there we are. That should work now. Oh, ta-da! Nice. A bit lower, I guess. We should be a little more out. Yeah, that works. Oh, a bit more like this. Yeah, good. And I'll change into the better microphone. Sound is quite fucked, Plant Man. How come? Okay, is this better for me? Is my mic volume okay for you guys?
It's really good.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. So Plant Man. Okay. Let's do a quick introduction by everyone and what's your experience with roleplay, and this way we can highlight each person and check their volume for the viewers as well. So I'll start with you, Mr. Apprentice. Yeah, you talk.
All right. I have been in a few games, played currently by the Chosen One, and I have also been the master of a few homebrew games, I guess.
Okay, and who are you?
Well, that's a good question. I guess people online might have seen me by the name Alrethian, and otherwise, I'm just another normal dude, I guess.
And this is the first time we've met. You're a friend of Yeats, I get. By the way, Plantman, since you're there in the stream right now, how is his volume right now? Or Madam Wendy, if you are anyone. Okay, is anyone of you guys listening in? A bit low. Okay, I'll boost him a bit more.
Told you.
Okay,
You
I can't
didn't
do it.
believe me.
And then we are going to the chosen one, or the mustache one, Mr. Yeet here. You've played the last time with me.
Yes, we failed.
Yeah, but you're not going to talk about that just yet.
Yes.
I guess he is a bit low as well. Okay, talk a bit more, Yeet.
I'm talking a little bit more. Is it any better now? Is it?
Um, it's not better, apparently.
It's not better. Well, what I can do is let me check my.
No, I mean it's probably a problem for me, not you guys, because for me, you. Yes, I am trying to turn it up. Let's. No, that's not something I want to do there. I mean, it doesn't. Yes, I'm trying to crank up those numbers, but it doesn't seem to want to do that. Mixer then. Where is the? Oh, I can't find it here. I mean, I can see if I can. Am I loud and clear for the viewers? Because if I'm normal, you guys can just turn up the volume. I can turn myself down, and hopefully that will work for everyone. I can do a bit like this, maybe. Okay. How is for? Am I still okay for chat? And talk a bit more now, Yeet. Just
Yes, I'm the chosen one. They
Yeah.
worship me here.
he is the chosen one. Good. Now let's go over
Yes.
to the lieutenant. Start talking.
Right. As my roleplay experiences, I played with the Chosen One as well in his games. And then recently I had a like close to a year of D&D experience. That's about it.
Okay.
And you know, that's it, I guess.
This is the first time I've met you as well tonight, but I've heard good things about Yeet's friends here from his roleplay. I mean, you guys don't have to be too frightened about performing. Trust me, I usually bring people who have never played before, so you don't have anything to measure yourself against.
Or like
So that goes.
it should come in time, like in the time,
Yeah,
the moment, I guess.
it usually goes like that. And now we go over to, I think it's the lieutenant, right? No, captain of the guard.
Oh, Captain.
Yeah.
It's the captain.
Well, you don't have a picture of him, but just imagine the most British person in the world right now.
Just imagine someone sat here with a cup of tea, no desk. Yeah, there can't be a desk. But yeah, I've got very minimum like D&D experience. I've done a lot of RP through like PC gaming though. Very much into my role play, so I'm hoping I can definitely sink into the role of the captain of the guard.
Yeah, so there's a question from the chat here. Do you have good or bad teeth, like a real Brit?
I actually have good teeth. I
Oh,
do go
shit.
to the dentist.
So
We do have dentists over here.
it might be a problem for your imagination, boys and girls, but still, he's here, and I actually didn't meet him. Like, is it 3 days ago now, or 3 days ago?
I think it was free, wasn't it?
Might be. I think maybe it was Friday. Actually, I'm not too sure.
I can't
Anyways,
remember.
it was in a roleplay moment as me with being the sheriff in game, and I accidentally called you an NPC, and you agreed on it because I'm the main protagonist as the sheriff, and that means you're just an NPC. And you were cool with it, and you just you and your boys protected me while you were alone with me and the bounty. My friends are dead. You had no reason to protect me. You could just shot me and taken the bounty, but you guys avenged me after the other guys killed me. So you're automatically invited to Hardonville if that's the case. And yeah, good times. And now you're here going to play roleplay with me here. So usually I have a specific music setup for each roleplay story. I'm going to use the last one we used, me and you, Yeet, when we played the other one. That one is designed for that story, but I can't use the music I've decided to use on this, or at least one of those songs, because copyright infringements. I've asked around with different musicians and about rights to use their songs, and I have a couple of ones I can use. So if you ever want to try this with other people or friends, I can send you the story, and I can also send you the music I usually use. But for now, we need to just use where is it? Oh shit! I need to scroll for a while. Is it that far behind? Yes, it is. There it is. Jump to present. You guys just fix that volume for each and one of you so it fits in the background. It's just one.
I remember this one.
It's a good one.
Exactly.
And how is it for the viewers? Is it okay in the background, or is it too loud or too low? Seems it's okay. Good. No, this is not the right music. That's true, Plantman, but since this is a streaming experience, we take what we got. But this is actually an awesome song. We've used it a lot in our groups. And now we are going to pull forth a bit information about the story, and we'll start. I just introduced all of these characters or players, and we introduced them to their characters. That's why we already fixed it up. And there we have it. So I'm going to read the introduction to you guys now. As I said, you already know about the situation and who you are, about the rules, but there's a reason why you are in the situation you are in right now. And I will just start reading, really. Legends say that the mountains where the city Lhasa resides is cursed, and that anyone that tried to live there suffered accidents and ill fortune. Time and time again, someone found the easily guarded mountainside with a lush area for farming by a river, but every time it went badly for anyone who tried to make it a place to live. In the end, it was decided that the mountain was cursed and was to be left alone. This went on until one day a blind Buddhist monk went up the mountain, alone to commune with the mountain. The people that knew of the curse called him mad and suicidal. The weeks went by and he was supposed dead, lost to the curse. After 5 weeks, however, he returned and proclaimed that he had been inside the mountain and made a deal with it. He had made a door inside a cave to contain the curse. This would lock away the evil and make the mountain habitable. People started moving up to live and thrive at the top. The monk taught the ritual and the rules to the others so that they could keep the door shut. They set up a special honor guard to protect the entrance to the cave, where the door was set. This was beyond a chasm inside a cave. Only a chosen few would be allowed to walk the bridge to reach it and perform the ritual. As time went on, it faded into tradition. A chosen one was always practicing the ritual, and an apprentice was picked to learn the holy deeds to keep the city protected. Being a guard at the entrance was one of the most honored jobs in the city. And a few others, like the city rulers, was sometimes given training to protect the ritual, in case something happened to the chosen one. And that's the background story. Now it might give a bit more sense about all the rules and what you guys were talking about earlier. And for the viewers, I can show you, like here, this is just a small concept image, the first one I sent to you guys, of the mountain with the cave here and just a small trail up to it. It's a small, peaceful village, like a couple of thousand people living in there. And inside the cave, it goes down like a spiral staircase, cut into stone. And then you guys come to the chasm where this drawbridge, or this hanging bridge, is over there to the door with the symbol on it. Beside the door and the symbol, there's a small hole in the wall where a bit of a thick viscous fluid runs from it. That's the water you call the holy water. And you mix that with blood, 50-50, and paint it on the door. There are 5 rules, as I told you. These 5 rules is taught to everyone who has anything to do with that cave. Like, normal people don't go up there. Most of the time it's just the guards and the chosen one and his apprentice. Now, the 5 rules, there's a couple of things to each of them, and we will talk a bit about it right now. The first one is pretty simple. Rule number 1, the temple door must always be closed and the symbol to remain intact. Rule number 2, no one can come back to the surface and live if entering the cave without permission. This presented a sore issue once, as one of the children of the guards guarding the cave was playing outside while he was standing guard, and the child ran into. The children ran into the cave by an accident. They were small and didn't know better, and one of the things you have discussed is they can't come back to the surface and live. So they had to stay down there while you guys were discussing what to do about this situation. This did not go too long, sadly, because there was too big of a risk that if a child is left down there, they would open the door. So yeah, that didn't go too well, and it's a sad story in the history of this village. Rule number 3. Only the chosen one, followed by 2 guards, may enter the cave every 5th day to perform the ritual. There's a small little under thing lying in here. The guards, they have to stop at the bridge. The guards never cross the bridge. They actually just stand guard with bows, just in case the chosen one actually tries to open the door for some stupid reason. So they can just shoot him down. It's not a huge chasm anyways, so it's easy to shoot whoever's in the open over there. But the day closest to New Year's Eve is the day an apprentice can join in on teaching the ritual. And there's no rules saying that apprentice has to be the same one every time. That's why you guys sometimes bring along other important people to learn the ritual, just in case something happens. So now more people know the ritual. But for the guards, it's very easy. Most of the guards have seen the ritual a lot of times. The guards join in one-on-one to see how the ritual goes and stand guard. So, but most of the time, it's the same apprentice. It's been a half a year since New Year's Eve, so it's a very long time until next time someone else except the chosen one goes down there. Rule number 4. If anyone opens the door, they shall immediately be killed, and the ritual must be done anew at once. And it must be done every day for the next 5 days, once at sunrise and once at sunset. A very straightforward thing, really. And as the door has never been opened, this has never been discussed or anything has arisen from it. And the ritual is done as following. The holy water running from the hole beside the door is to be mixed 50-50 with blood and smeared on the door in a set pattern. And this set pattern is shown by the last handout I've given to the players. As for the now I've shown it to the viewers as well, but as we go we might pull it up back again. But right now I'm guessing you guys are ready. As the situation goes, you are very early in the morning, the day after the ritual has been done, sitting having your morning tea along with the mayor in his residence. And it's going to be a change of guards right now. You have the guards working in shifts of 3, like early day, midday, and night time. And you've just sent the daytime guards up to change with the nighttime guards, and you're sitting down chatting about how things are going. The lieutenant is there as he's going to be the next captain, just to get in on how your meetings go. They're usually not that important, like discussing a bit of the future, mayor filling you in on how the crop goes and all that kind of things. But it doesn't take too long until you hear who the fuck counts with 3? Those 3. Shut up, Batman. You're sitting there, and especially captain of the guard here and lieutenant, you have dreaded the day you would hear the sound. But there's an alarm bell up at the entrance of the cave. And it goes ding 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 ding, and very, very shortly after, as you guys are probably rushing up from your table outside to see what's going on, you are met by one of the guards that's supposed to be on daytime duty right now. And he addresses, of course, the captain immediately. And Captain, the night shift guards are gone. What are we going to do? There was no one at the cave. It was unguarded. And action. That means you, British guy. You're the captain.
Yep. I'm just taking it in. Right. I would say we need to gather what remaining guards we have.
You have about maybe 70 guards, really. So there's a
Right.
lot of guards.
There's a lot of guards, right. Is my lieutenant with me now?
Yeah, you are
Yes,
all
I am.
gathered along with the mayor right now, and
Right, so we're all with the mayor.
he's in shock right now.
Yeah.
I can send for the reinforcements if you want, Captain.
Yeah, I would. Let's gather the men we've got, and
Right.
try and suss where the nighttime guards have gone.
And
I'll go
question,
to
right?
the regular patrol routes and just round them in, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the guards. You guys have contingency for that alarm bell. Like all the guards are mustering right now. That's a given. That alarm bell is for emergency when it comes to the cave or the door. And many of the guards are already rushing through the city. The ones who are ready, the other ones are making themselves ready right now. There's another bell for the general city alarm if it's going to be attacked or any accidents or something like that.
Yeah.
So most of the guards are heading towards the cave right now.
Let's follow them then.
Yeah. Let's head up with them.
Like all of you?
Yes.
I would say me and the lieutenant and like let's send like 15 guards with us. We'll head up to the cave,
Yeah, the
check
rest.
the cave out, and then leave the remainder of our force
Down in the village.
at the village. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. The guards snap his salute and go, talk to the rest of the guards to split them up. But you guys are heading up towards the cave, all of you.
Yeah.
And as you come up there, of course, there's about 12, 14 soldiers or so right now, and they're looking around. And of course, since you, captain of the guard and lieutenant, you are very well known with who's supposed to be on and off right now. You see the remaining daytime duty guards standing there. He's talking to some of the other guards, and you don't see the night shift guards. They're not anywhere as far as you can see.
Right. I'd say let's look for some signs of like the night shift guards actually being there. There might be any clues to where they could have gone.
It's not a big place. Like this
Yeah.
road leads up the mountainside, and that's it's very steep down on both sides of the road. There's a small plateau up here with the cave entrance. There's enough space for about 30, 40 people or so. And then there's the mountain in itself outside of this entrance, and it's very steep on both sides, really. So there's no place except back down the road to the village,
Right.
or down into the cave, of course.
Can I actually go and check if the door and the symbol has been disturbed?
Yes, but there's a rule for this, if you remember. No one's allowed to come back.
Can I at least, look from the bridge itself to see if it's been
No,
disturbed?
to actually go
afar.
down and look at the door, you have to go down. As I said, when you come into the entrance, there's this cut rock of stairs going down in a 360 spiral, and then you actually come to the bridge where you can see the door. Also, the cave is pitch dark, so you need either torches or lamps with you. You have emergency lamps and torches outside here, so it's easy.
Yeah.
But the rule number 2 says no one can go down into the cave and come back alive without permission. But that's something you guys
Permission?
have been discussing a bit. Like, who gives permission? I mean,
Yeah.
the chosen one probably does, right? Like, who else can give permission? Doesn't say.
I don't know, Captain maybe. My Captain.
I
Can't you
mean,
give
it's
permission for that?
since
But
like,
I'm the one who is doing the rituals. Must be my permission.
That's a bit like, okay, really, is it the guards that give permission, or is it the chosen one? And
Maybe
if
both of
if
them.
anyone goes down, shouldn't they be watched over just in case they do something stupid?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's more or less up to you guys. You guess.
I believe as this is more of a holy, like sacred area, we'd leave this up to the chosen one to decide if we have the permission to inspect.
But it's your sworn
Just-
duty to watch over that no one
Yeah.
fucks with the rules down there.
He's giving us
Yeah.
some leeway. Come on. He's
Yeah, I
trying to
know.
diplomatic.
I mean,
Why are you
I'm just
trying to
saying
save us on
this
each
rule
other?
is a bit badly written, in your
Yeah.
opinion.
If I can give an idea, the chosen one, perhaps if there are any guards down there and they have gone against the rules, we might need some protection as well if we are to go down.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like the hell we are going to let you go down alone.
No,
No, I'm
we
not
will-
talking
we
about
will-
going
we will-
alone.
Yeah,
We would have to send men with them.
indeed.
Or yourself, that's up to you.
Yeah. As the captain of the guard and my lieutenant needing experience if he is to one day replace me, I believe there is no better learning than doing it yourself. I will let my lieutenant decide.
As I am like marshaled and all that stuff, disciplined, I just salute and go on my way.
Okay, so you start going.
Following the clerics, of course.
Yeah. So both chosen one and apprentice, you guys want to go down the cave right now.
Yes.
And just the lieutenant, or do you bring some guards with you?
I
I-
run up like. Oh, okay. If you are going
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd let the lieutenant decide if, but I'm more erring to let me stay back and organize the rest of the men outside.
Like, if the, I guess, night guards were compromised, I guess I would like to have the numbers advantage. So, if they can fit into the chasm, I'll try to bring 6 more people, or maybe 5 with me, like, of the guards.
Okay, so you're 6 in total.
With guards, 6 in total,
Yeah.
and there's also the apprentice and chosen one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 8 people.
In the meanwhile, a couple of the other guards outside her is searching or looking outside the cliff sides to see if any of our guards are have fallen down or being attacked. And someone else suggests like they're going to their homes just in case they sleepwalked or did a mistake or went home early. They're going to search the town right now and to see if they can find the other guards who is missing.
Just to make sure, we did commit the ritual last night, right? We did see the
Yes.
guards. Okay. Do we know who they are? Like, if we were to see them, find their bodies,
Yeah,
we'd be like, yeah,
without
this
a
is
doubt.
Ping and this is
You-
Chen.
This isn't too big of town, and all of you are very, very well known with all the guards, so you would immediately recognize them.
All right. I give permission to all these 6 men to accompany us to the chasm, and on we go.
Yeah.
But the lieutenant shall take the rear guard. The vanguard. He should go first to ensure our safety, and the men shall be on our rear.
Like, even
The
before you?
apprentice
All
right
right.
next to me. Yes.
So you're just behind me. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lieutenant first, then me, then the apprentice, and then the rest of the guards.
The guards
Yeah,
ready their
I'm
weapons, their
Becoming a nice guinea pig.
You are given a torch, a lieutenant, for light, and the same goes for like the apprentice probably gets a torch as well, and a couple of the guards also go down there with you.
I just put my hand on the sheath of my sword or whatever
Yeah,
I
Or-
have.
you can bring a sword in hand or a spear. That's up to you, or even both and a bow. You're pretty proficient with all kinds of weapon.
Alright, I'll just take a sword and bow and arrows,
Yeah,
I guess.
and you start going down the spiral stairs. You are, of course, in the lead here, but the apprentice and the chosen one is right behind you. And as you come down, you see something you've only seen in your nightmares. The door is open. It's just slightly ajar, like 20 centimeters or so. Only one of the doors, the seal is broken, and there's this sinking feeling from your chest down to your stomach. Like, fuck. How could this
Yeah,
happen?
kinda screwed up.
This atrocity.
I rush up to the drawbridge, but
I
try not to
immediately
cross it,
try
I
to
guess.
stop him.
I don't cross the bridge, but I go near to the edge of the chasm. Like, I'm at the front. You can
Yeah.
try.
He's just standing. You're just standing there at the bridge. Yeah, of course. You kind of go to stop him because you think he's going to go over. Yeet.
Yes, I kind of panic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course the guards they ready their bows or whatever weapon they have at the ready. Some of them curse or try to just speak under their breath. Like, what the fuck?
Do not curse in the sacred place.
Do whatever he says.
The apprentice, you shall go and fetch me some blood. We must immediately close the gates and seal it again.
I run immediately to grab
Take a
whatever
guard
source of
with you.
blood.
I
Just in
try to
case.
look around. Is there a way to go down the chasm? Like,
No.
other... It's just steep
Yeah.
into blackness and whatever. Alright.
Of course,
Then-
yeah. You grab a guard with you, apprentice, and
Alright.
you run up. You. There's been contingencies for this as well. Most likely, there's a guard up there already with a chicken he has grabbed from some coup, and he's immediately when you tell him you need blood, he just and slits the chicken's throat and give you the amount of blood you need. So. Yeah, you guys have been training for this situation just in case.
I grab it and run back down, I guess.
Yeah.
I asked the lieutenant actually. I do remember who the guards were last night, right?
Yes, you all do.
Lieutenant, I think your guards last night were Ping and Chen. Do you think any of them would be atrocious enough to do this? Or stupid, to say the very
Like,
least.
you wouldn't believe that about any of your guards.
Yeah, like any of the maybe people in town. Other than you who really know the ritual, I don't think my gods could accomplish any of this. Would, rather.
You are given the blood, Mr. Chosen One. Your apprentice brings you the bucket of blood. He's eating
Thank
some
you,
of the
Miller.
blood. Just tasting. No, it has to be the right kind of
Amazing.
blood.
It's just like chicken.
Yes, chicken's blood.
Has my apprentice ever seen a contingency like this? Is it his
No,
first time?
this has never happened to anyone. You're the first chosen one to ever actually have to do anything about this. This is actually a bit of a shame for
Buddha,
everyone. Yes.
I have failed you and my ancestors. I must set things right. I take the blood and whatever thing that we mix it in with a thing, and I make a small knot to the lieutenant and my apprentice as well, and I attempt to cross the bridge.
Yeah, it's still
Alright.
sturdy like it's always been.
Just in case I sign to all my gods to point their arrows at him.
Yeah. Like they are very at the ready. In the meanwhile, upstairs, captain of the guard.
I'm sorry, can I just
Yeah.
go? Just step out for a second. In
Yeah.
the meantime, I'll be right back.
Sure, go ahead. Captain of the guard, you start smelling smoke. That's you, British
Right.
guy. Yeah.
Right. Obviously, I look for where I can see a visible source
Yeah.
of smoke.
Like in the down, just over the little ridge, there's like a bit of mountain here and there from where you're standing, since you're a bit above the city. Does look like one of the, it's highly likely that one of the buildings down in the village has caught on fire. And
Right.
very soon after, as you see the smoke, you hear the general alarm bell down in the village going.
Right. As the captain of the guard, I assign one person to wait to inform the others once they come back up from doing the ritual.
You
and
have
inspecting
about
down below.
you have about 30 soldiers surrounding you right now.
Yeah. So I assign one to remain, and I take our remaining forces back down to the village, as I fear for the worst.
Yeah. You see a lot of people running around there. They're yelling fire, fire. It seems like the granary has caught fire. And yes, it's very clear as you come down into the village. It has actually caught fire ferociously right now. It's burning it with such strength that it might even start the fire to other buildings as well. So
Right.
some of the people have been starting up a line of buckets to the river and try to get water over there as quickly as possible.
I'm guessing, is it the guard's duty to contain the fire?
Like everyone's really.
It's everyone. Okay, so obviously we'd need the guards to assist the main population in containing the fire
Yeah,
as quickly as possible so it doesn't spread.
yeah. Just send your soldiers in to get more buckets and join in
Yeah.
on the line. Yeah, someone gets the idea, of course. Get a cart as well and some animals to pull that cart. Like put more buckets upon that, and they could pull it back and forth as well.
Yes.
And the mayor, of course, is down there as well and directing people to this. In the meanwhile, we go back into the cave. Chosen One, you are nearing the door that is standing open right now.
I approach the door, put the blood vessel side, quickly push the door. Pull the door towards me.
Opening
and,
it more.
Close. No, I'm pulling it towards me.
No,
Doesn't
yeah,
it
it's
open
open
towards the
outwards. It's opened outwards.
okay,
so
then I'm
you need to-
pushing it back in.
Yeah.
And then once again,
As you pick up the bowl of blood to go over and mix it with the holy water, like the holy water, you have a bowl already under the holy water, so it's always full whenever you come down there, and it's overflowing right now. But you immediately notice now that you watch that water, it's slowing down. It's not flowing at the same rate as it has always been doing all years.
Has it ever happened before?
No.
Ever?
It's never been an issue really because it's a part of the holy ritual, but there's definitely something wrong here. It's slowing down to just a drip. You have plenty in your bowl right now, so it's not a problem to just
Yes.
yeah. You can still do the ritual.
Yell back and bring me all the balls you can at once.
All right. I'll
Everything that
let
can
two
hold
of the
water.
guys behind though. Like two of the guys stay at the drawbridge as I command.
Yeah.
And then 4 of us go in, including me, of course.
Apprentice, do you stay behind or do you run as well to get more bowls?
I would also run back up to help the Chosen One.
Yeah, they all you all go out on the bowl fetching mission here now, or bucket fetching mission.
A quest of fetching the balls.
So 2 guards are still down there overseeing the ritual with the bows at the ready, and you can just still start doing the ritual. Yeet.
Yes,
Chosen One.
I will do that, but after that, after I have applied the paste and drawn the symbol, I think my bowls would be empty by then.
Yeah.
I'll just fill them just in case. How much does it take to make the ritual? Like a bowl, half a bowl?
Now, when you have mixed
I
it,
mean,
like,
the water.
yeah, when you have the overflowing bowl right now with the holy water, and you mix it with the blood, and you have used about like 70% of the blood in the bowl, and you put it back in there. And as you're done with the mix, you have used about like 70% there as well. So you have a bit more in the bowl as well. But it's hard to mix more blood and water up in that bowl again. So you either have to use another bowl and then mix those together, etc., etc. So not to do wrong about the 50-50 part. So yeah, but it does take a couple of minutes for you to fix the seal again, and you feel there's something, very off. Of course, the seal has been broken, as you saw, and in the middle of the door, the door crack itself, there's a crack in the seal now. After years upon years of you smearing this on the door, it has formed a layer, and that layer is gone in between the door there. So you kind of have to try to shove it in there a bit, and yeah, just doesn't feel right. But of course, you have done what you're supposed to do. But it might be just since you're so used after years of doing this that it's supposed to be whole, right? But you've done, like you follow the rules. And yes, you, Lieutenant and Apprentice, you guys are in for a bit of shock when you come up to the real world again. There's a fire down in the village, a pretty heavy smoke, and the guard, there's only one guard up here, the captain is gone, and all of the 29 other guards are gone. Yeah, they went down to help with the fire, Lieutenant.
I guess he gives me the report of what happened.
Yep.
Frick. Alright, soldier, I guess you are dismissed. Go whatever the captain is doing over there. I'll take the matters
he
on
told me
here
to wait here,
myself.
stand guard, but there, you always use 2 guards at the entrance at all times.
Yeah, I'm just going to drop 2 of mine, like we are 4 right now.
Yeah.
So can leave.
Yeah, like everyone else runs down to fetch whatever the chosen one needs. There are rumors going on, Mr. Captain of the Guard, that there are trapped people inside the building. It's way too hot to even consider going in there and trying to save them. But the rumors are saying there are 5 missing people that supposedly worked in there when it happened.
Right. I obviously calm the local population, just reaffirming to them that everything's going to be okay, and we don't need mass panic going on in the villages. I'm guessing this fire is still blazing.
Yep.
As I am giving this information.
Yes.
I reassure the population that the quicker that we deal with the fire, the more likely we're going to save these people. Try and rally the support of the people around me to dealing with the fire.
As you're saying this, you can see, of course, some of the people that got the idea of getting a wagon as well, and trying to fill that up with more buckets, are heading for the river. And as they are backing up and start to fill it up, the side of the wagon with one wheel snaps, breaks, and you can see 3 people are actually crushed underneath the wagon, and 2 guys are knocked into each other and fall into the river.
I send men straight away to go and help the people in the river, as they are definitely the most in danger at that point in time, and then send some more men to help the people under the wagon.
Yeah.
So there's less people fighting the fire now, but that they need our help straight away.
Chosen one, you're standing there looking at this door. The ritual's done.
Do I feel any better?
You I guess you've done what you're supposed to do. But of course, this whole situation, the door, you failed in your mission. The guards failed. This wasn't supposed to happen.
How is the water flow?
Still slowing down, like it's just a drip now, like it.
Yeah, I'm putting the first bowl there, the
Yeah,
one that's
you
supposed
already
to be
did.
filled with water. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the other one. I'm gonna sacrifice whatever clothing I have on me right now. It should still be wet, I'm just trying to scrub it clean as much as I can, and I'm going to try to also fill that one. As
Okay.
much as I can take.
Yeah, sure. As you're doing this, you're trying to calculate that, like with the amount of fluid that's coming out and what you've got, how long you can go. Because you know right now that you're supposed to do this every sunset and sunrise for 5 days. You're
10
not,
times.
you're not sure if you have enough. Unless it starts flowing a bit more again, you might go dry on the 3rd day or so. Maybe even quicker, since it's still slowing down. Lieutenant and Captain of the Guards, it's very easy for you guys to fetch something nearby and come back up to the cave. And I guess you all rush down into the cave again to where the Chosen One is needs you with those bowls. And yeah, you can see him standing there, wringing all of this fluid into the bowl. But you see the door is closed again, and the ritual apparently is done. The guards salute you, of course, just briefly, and still keeps guard duty as they're supposed to be doing, focused on the job.
I yell over the chasm. Is it done, Chosen One?
It is. Send my apprentice over with every pot you could have you have brought.
Or is that a no? No
I
one's
don't-
yeah, no one's else supposed to go over that bridge. Remember?
But you told me that I could bring an apprentice to teach them the ritual.
Yes, the day
New
closest to
Year's Eve, I
New
guess.
Year's Eve. This is not
Yeah.
close to New Year's Eve.
Then I rush back and I'll take them myself.
Yeah,
If the chosen one comes near me, I want to just get close to his ear so that nobody other than him hears.
yeah, that's fine.
Kinda suspicious.
Okay, if that's the case, you guys can see that he's leaning in and whispering something to him when he gives him the bowls. But right now, I'm just going to shove you guys to the other channel just for the little thing, so you can't metagame about it.
All right.
I'll pull you back in very shortly. Okay, go ahead and whisper.
Send their regards. Wait, you
No.
you sent the apprentice away?
No, oh, no, the apprentice is here. His camera just went off. You still
Okay.
here, apprentice?
Yep, I'm here. All right.
Talk to me, boyo.
I want to whisper to the chosen one. We have not actually done the rule as stated, if I may speak. So, we have not killed whoever has opened the door, unless they fell down the chasm. And I'm not sure if there's anything we can do about this.
This is actually the perfect situation. As you're saying this, something's going to happen. I'm going to pull those boys up back here, okay? Captain, Lieutenant, you guys here still?
Yep.
Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see him delivering the bowls and whispering something to his ear, and all of you, except the Chosen One, see this, but the Chosen One hears it as well, and it goes along with chills down your spine, because it's a sound you really never heard before, but you immediately know what it is. It's the sound of the door opening again.
On
Like
its own.
slightly, just slowly opens about 25 centimeters open.
All right. You
All the guards, of course, up with their bows and at the
Indeed.
ready towards the entrance.
hold them. Send one guy. I send one guy up there to ring the bell again. At the
You
entrance.
can actually just go to the stairs and yell up to the two guards that they're supposed to ring
All
the
right.
bell.
I'm just going to do that then.
Sound the bell, okay? Of course, does any of you other do anything else, or should I just?
I take the balls from my apprentice. I push him towards the other side. I mean, the side that does not contain the door, and I rush back to the door.
Brave.
I am the chosen one. This is my quest. This is my
Yes.
responsibility.
Just
If I
a
die, I die.
small interlude. Captain of the guard, you are trying to get the broken wagon and the fire under control, but it's very apparent as soon as they actually get the wagon up. That one guy is actually pinned in under the wagon, under the water, and drowning in front of your eyes. You can't help him. The wagon is too stuck, and when you do get to break the wagon up again, he's dead, drowned. And there's 2 guys under the wagon, crushed, dead. And the 2 guys who are getting fished up from the river, also drowned. 5 more people dead. And then you hear the alarm bell from up from the cave again. It goes ding 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 all the time. And yeah, that's where your duty lies, above the city, really. There are city guards and there's the village people as well, so there's an emergency up at the cave right now, Captain.
Is the mayor amongst
Yeah,
the people?
he is close to you.
He's close to me, right. I tell the mayor that he must take control of what is going on in the town, as me and 5 men must go.
He nods to you.
cave.
Just do your job. I'll do mine.
Yeah.
The
I
other
take
guards
5
are,
men.
yeah, no. The other
Yeah.
guards are actually breaking out of the line now, and whatever they're doing,
Yep.
you are all trained to rush up there if that
Yes.
alarm goes.
Yep. I take my men and I tell them we must go to the cave as the alarm has been rang, and support our lieutenant.
Yeah, Lieutenant and your guards and the apprentice, you guys are watching with your bow sets ready, as the chosen one is going over the bridge once again towards the door that has just opened, and he's alone doing so.
Is there a spare torch around us?
I guess. Yeah. There's plenty of torches. That's not a problem.
Oh, right. I just want to throw one into the chasm. It doesn't say in the rules that I can't. I just want to see if I can see what's down there.
Okay, sure.
Since holy water was, dripping down there, I assume there may be more as I see it dripping too, I guess.
Yeah. Yeet, or chosen one, you're first over as he is grabbing a torch and throwing it over the edge.
Does it go inside?
Yeah. No. He throws it down the chasm. He doesn't throw it into.
He's
or
throwing
did you mean
around my
into?
area?
Okay. Oh, sorry. Did I misunderstand? Did you mean into the entrance with the fire, or down to the
No.
chasm?
Just into the chasm. I
Okay,
want to see
yeah,
what's
sure.
down there. Maybe
Yeah.
it could be connected.
Sure. Yeet. I said you're going first.
Yes, I cross the bridge. Do I see anything as I cross it towards the door?
I mean, the door is just slightly open, so if you actually want to see whatever that pushed it open or whatever happened, you actually have to.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna cross the bridge and I'll just yell. Is there someone there? Anyone trapped inside?
You just feel a slight wind coming out from the door.
Cold or hot?
Cold.
Do I detect any smell?
Yes.
What kind?
A slight, more rotten version of the holy water.
I'm gonna ask you something now. Is this thing that we refer to as the holy water actually water? Is it like
No. It's more viscous and thick, like oil kind of thing. It is translucent though, so you can see through it. So it's more oil-like.
oily water?
Yeah, and Lieutenant, you throw down the torch and you take a look, and there's 2 guys laying down there. The guards.
Laying down there, dead.
The guards. They're just
I
laying down.
assume. No one can survive that. Someone did this from the door. Nothing in the scripture says that we can't be close to the door. It only says that we can't open it. I take 2 of my men with me, cross the bridge.
You see what he's trying to do, Chosen One and Apprentice, like everyone else sees this. And this is a very fitting moment for Captain of the Guards to arrive at the entrance. Captain of the Guard, you hear a report that the lieutenant called for immediate aid. He just yelled, like, get people up here. I guess you yelled the door is opening or something like that, Lieutenant?
I actually just yelled, sound the alarm, nothing else.
Okay,
I didn't give any description.
If that's the case, Captain, you are able to yell down into the cave, and he might hear you.
I yell down to
remember,
the
you
lieutenant.
don't know what's going on down there, right?
Yeah,
Remember,
I yell down to the lieutenant. What is going on down there?
You hear him, Lieutenant.
All right. Get down here, get some men. Something never happened before has just happened.
How many men can we actually fit down there?
About 15, 20 maybe. Like, there's
Right.
already 5 people down there, so...
Yeah.
Let's-
I take down as many men as I can.
Okay, so you
like,
grab
muster
10
in
more
there.
This is
men.
cool.
Yeah.
Like, you grab about 10 men and start going down there.
Yes.
So, but yeah, Lieutenant, you're at the ready right now, and the captain comes down. The door is still a bit open, as you can. Okay, this is a first for you. Remember this, Captain. The door is open right now. That's not supposed to be like that. You heard the rumors, of course. That's but why isn't it closed? Why haven't they done the ritual? You don't know a shit about this.
I ask.
To cross.
No, yeah, the lieutenant was at the ready to cross over.
Yes.
But then the captain called down. Now he's standing there with the torch and the bowl, and the door is open behind him, and everyone else is looking, and the guards are pointing at him with arrows, or at the direction of the entrance at least.
I immediately
I go
approach my
directly to my lieutenant.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I immediately approach the lieutenant and ask for a status report.
All right, a salute. As far as I know, he did the ritual correctly. He didn't miss a step as I saw.
You
Yet,
just
it did not hold.
Right.
It opened again on its own, as it was sealed. I don't know. I'm just going to cross.
To keep from mass panic, we must ensure that nobody leaves this area now.
Oh, I
back to
found the
town.
night guards too. They were down there. I point into the chasm.
Right. Yeah. To ensure no mass panic, no one must leave this area now, unless they are being took with guards. We can't have this information reach the village just yet.
Of course, the guards will keep their mouth shut, and no one is coming down here. Like, you still have a couple of guards out there standing guard. So
Yeah. I whisper to my lieutenant, just to, as I want this to be between me and him.
okay,
Go.
if that's the case, you
Yeah.
other guys go down there. I'll pull you up. Apprentice you as well. Okay, now you can tell him.
I just want to know, has he kept his eyes on the Chosen One and the Apprentice at all time?
I
As
put
we've-
2 of the guards, so they were standing still.
Right.
I pulled them over to my captain.
Yeah.
I asked the guards, what have they seen? Has the Chosen One done anything to the door that he shouldn't have?
No, Captain. He did the ritual as he's supposed to do. The only thing he did outside of doing whatever he should do was clean up some of the holy water to preserve some of it, I guess, because it's not dripping anymore, as you can see. It has stopped flowing as it used to be.
Right. They can come back up now with
Yeah.
that.
I'll-
We've stepped away from each other.
Yeah.
All right, let them come.
Yes.
Okay, I address my captain like without whispering. Nothing in the scriptures says that we cannot cross this bridge, just that we cannot open the door. So I'm going to take some men. I will sacrifice myself to right this wrong.
Yeah, remember, Chosen One and Apprentice, you guys can hear this as well, and the door and the rules is also your domain.
Well, it's only the Chosen One and 2 guards, but it only states that you can enter the cave, not the door. You should stay right there while I attempt to do my job.
But the rules say that the door should always be closed.
Indeed.
Just because we have broken one, we're not going to break every one of them.
How do I know that you, also in a false way, made that seal?
You accuse me of heresy, Lieutenant? Is that it?
As far as I know, it just opened again, on its own, right where you were crossing the bridge.
I want to stop the lieutenant, and
Still have more fun.
and then say, did I see the 2 guys at the bottom of the chasm? Firstly,
Everyone saw or heard about it.
Oh, I just pointed to the captain of the guards, the 2 bodies there.
all right. I want to say, maybe there is something we are missing here. How many guards were there last night?
2.
Should be 2. And 2 of them are down there, as you can see.
None of the other
What?
guards are gone.
Was the cave entrance always guarded? The answer is no. The night guards
Well, you don't
are
know.
dead.
You don't know how long it was unguarded. You don't know.
Maybe something else could be in there that we have not killed yet.
Where do their heads are rotating to in the chasm? Can I make that out?
You really don't. They're just.
Like towards the door or towards us?
We can
The
say
heads,
one
I
in
guess.
each direction. Like.
Alright, it doesn't matter then. What's the point, apprentice?
Perhaps we can see if there is someone still in there. I don't know.
Well, the door opened while he was going away from the door, so something opened it.
I take an action now?
You can all pitch in whenever you feel like.
If the lieutenant is not going to come across, like if he is actually going to listen to what I said, I'm going to kneel on the ground, like this bowing posture, and
Yeah.
I'm going to start praying, and I'll say, whoever or whatever spirit that haunts this mountain, we meant no disrespect. We are only doing our duty towards the city. We are only doing what we have been told. We mean no offense, and we mean not to scorn your blessings. Please, show us what we did wrong to anger you so.
Actually, as you guys can hear him say this, and as he's finishing, you can hear the mountain start to rumble, and you hear screams up from outside the guards. And the door slightly opens a bit more as that happens. It's now about half a meter open, a bit more maybe. And some of the guards, after a few seconds, yells that there's been a landslide, and some of the guards has been hit. Probably 5.
Hi.
Lieutenant, head straight up and check out what's going on.
I think we are needed here. Door is open. Let's send some of the guards out.
And I believe that you should go, as I need you upstairs to take charge. I will stand here on watch.
All right.
Is the
Do I
cap-
take some more men? As far as I know, we know
I will leave that. I will leave that to your discretion.
I'll take 4 guys, whatever. They're just dropping like flies anyway.
Yes. Yeah, you run up there. There's a lot of smoke and particles everywhere. There's been a landslide. You see the guards are trying to clear away some of the rocks. They're pretty big. But yeah, 5 of the guards are smashed under there. This takes a bit of time, of course, because all of the commotion. We'll go back to the cave situation right now.
I will, if nothing is happening, of course, I'll go back. I'll take the captain to my side. I'll take my apprentice to my side, and I'll try to talk to them. But like out of the earshot of the other guards as possible.
Is it important that the lieutenant doesn't hear this?
No, it's not especially important that he doesn't.
Okay,
hear
then we'll just keep you in here, Lieutenant.
I just want the people in charge to actually
that's
hear
you
about
three
this.
guys.
Alright, I'll whisper to them this. We do not know who did this, but my apprentice pointed out my obvious flaw, my obvious mistake. Someone has breached this gate, and it's obvious that it was not your guards. Whoever killed your guards is the one. He is the culprit, so it is either someone in the city, or it is someone outside, a stranger, someone, a drifter. So you must, by the way, I'm just asking this. 2 people stay on the inside and 2 people stay at the summit of the mountain at all times, right?
No.
So there should be 2 more night shift guards.
No. Just 2 outside the cave. No one is allowed to go in. Remember?
Okay.
Without permission, yeah.
Yeah.
We must.
And remember, it's just one road up there. So, yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, they were in the cave. They weren't supposed to be.
The reason my ritual might have failed is because we have overlooked a rule. We did not kill whoever has breached the slow, as my apprentice stated.
So you believe you believe it's been breached?
Yes, someone did actually breach the gates and killed your guards, obviously.
Yeah.
Though I do not know how and why he went into the trouble of actually killing and carrying them up or down all these stairs. I can already smell that the holiness, the sacrilege of this place is being defiled as we speak.
Apprentice, you can see over, like he is standing with the back to the door. Once again, the water completely stops. It doesn't drip anymore. Like it's completely dry now. Nothing else comes out of the hole.
It's getting worse. The water completely stopped. I point this out to him.
You don't know where this comes from. There's no. You have never found the source, so it's probably inside somewhere.
This is all happening under your watch, Chosen One. Perhaps your gods have forsaken you?
What sort of heresy are you preaching right now, Captain? It is your guards who have obviously failed in their duty. You have as much as an oath as I do to protect this sacred place. What happened? Did you train some sloppy guard as a joke?
Do never question the quality of my guards.
Then you never question the extent of my fates and my responsibilities towards this town and to this holy place.
Your apprentice. Does he have any ideas to what this creature could be?
Creature?
Or person, we do not know, that has defiled this holy site?
Can speak, apprentice.
It's only you 3 guys there, talking openly.
I'm just currently speechless at the water stopping and that door being open, and I'm just like currently looking blankly at both of them and
like
saying...
The guards are tiptoeing a bit, like freaking out. No one is doing anything about the situation. You have rules to follow.
I think the first thing we must do, no matter all the drama here, we must find whoever did this and kill it. Otherwise, it's going to get worse.
And this, Captain, falls under your jurisdiction, as does the ritual falls to me. So I suggest that you leave whatever man you desire here, with me. Take my apprentice, or send my apprentice alongside. I believe his intellect is of sufficient that he can actually help you out in this investigation. I will stay right here, and I will not eat and I will not drink until the situation is resolved. I will keep the door safe. I will face anything that comes out of it, so long as logic dictates otherwise. And I go over the bridge again.
like many of the guards are trying to look over with their bows drawn. Like everyone knows that door was shoved open from the other side there. Like many of the guards saw it, so they're very aware of anything if there's something peeking out or showing itself in the doorway there. They're looking to you, Captain, for
Yeah, I approach the two guards that are down there with us.
they're smaller guards.
The two guards that are ready at the bridge that
Yeah.
are obviously watching, and inform them that a shorter version of what is going on. I don't release all the details, just to keep them calm and say, obviously we've trained for this. This is we knew something like this could happen at any point, but we did not believe that it could ever happen.
Do you want us to go in, Captain, and kill it, or kill whoever it is?
I want you to stay here ready for anything.
Well,
you are
the rules
brave
we're
soldiers.
supposed to kill whoever opened the door. They're inside there. I volunteer to go inside and sacrifice my life for this. So do I.
I know you're ready to fight whatever is in there, but we must honor the wishes of the chosen one and the faith.
And they you can hear this situation, chosen one. Like everyone in here can hear it, and they look over to you, chosen one. Are we not going in there to stop whoever who's doing this?
It is not our duty to go inside yet, soldiers.
Whose duty is it then, chosen one?
It will fall to me if we cannot resolve the situation soon enough. I
I
will be the first sacrifice if it's necessary.
The guard doesn't say this, but Captain, you know this. It is your duty to kill whoever did this. It is your duty. If the chosen one cannot do his job, it's because you're not doing your job.
Yes. I do not say anything, but I do feel a bit of resentment towards the chosen one, as I feel he is sort of trying to wedge between me and my men, as I am ready to go in.
Do I know that it is his duty, by the way?
Yeah, like.
Then can I take back my words, because I always thought that it was me at the foremost that I should be who spoke.
Like it has never occurred to you that you had to do anything that regarded inside of the door, and right now you maybe you have to take another look at the 5 rules. The rules very specifically say you have to immediately kill whoever opened the door, close it, and do the ritual again. And right now, every one of you're not following the rules. And you've not been following the rules for quite a while. You've been discussing.
The apprentice is slowly shaking right now.
And while you guys are, yelling at each other and thinking the rules over in your head, Lieutenant, you hear a commotion down in the town, and you can see over to the rice fields. The cows have broken loose from their pens or the area they were grazing, and they're now trampling out on the rice fields, and you can see some people getting hit and trampled.
Right. I think I've seen enough of signs to make this the curse that is told in the scriptures, I guess, the rules. I just yelled down there, the curse is upon us, and then just rush down.
And try to help?
Yeah, I just go down into the cave and yelling this.
Oh, okay, yeah,
curse is upon us, curse is upon us, do something. I just yell into the cave,
Yeah, he's coming down the stairs yelling this shit. Like, and maybe you inform them that it's havoc down in the village right now.
Right. Lieutenant, ready the men.
Yes, go in. Whatever is causing this, it is inside. We have to go in.
Yes. Now is the time for action. This is getting out of control. I
turn towards them and I give them permission.
Okay, who goes down there? Who goes over the bridge? Like, you're not supposed to cross the bridge, even though you are trying to do your job. So, in your mind, Well, you've been discussing this, like going over there might be forfeiting your own life, kind of thing.
I have been across once, so I'll be the first one to actually go across, probably, if no one is stepping up.
Yeah, but, yeah. This is maybe the guard's job. You're freely open to discuss right now. Who's going?
As captain of the
what's going.
guard, obviously I volunteer first, and I ask my men who volunteers to come with me.
Of course, everyone is at the ready for this. Everyone, you just command them, and they will gladly join you. How many do you need?
I turn to my lieutenant, informing him that I am going across, and that I do wish that he stays behind, as I want a strong leader left behind just in case anything like the worst happens.
Captain, hear me out. If something like this happens again, after you die of old age maybe, I need to see what is causing it.
Against my better judgment, I allow him to come with me.
So both of the leaders go inside.
Yes.
This, okay. Yeah, it's up to you. I'm just saying, this might be some kind of self-sacrifice thing, because this is against the rules. So if anything bad should happen, or you decide that this is actually you guys breaking the rules and you have to commit seppuku as well, that means the guards are without leadership. I'm just saying, I'm not saying anything that you're not allowed to do this. I'm just warning, like a philosophical warning for what you have been discussing in dire situations.
Yeah, but the curse is going to kill everyone anyway, I guess.
These are trying times, and I believe it is either now or never for our civilization.
Okay.
And I need my best warrior with me.
Okay, so you grab the lieutenant and just both of you, or more guards?
We'll take me, the lieutenant, and say like 5 other guards.
Like maybe the one after me in rank, the highest one after me, I guess. He should stay if you want someone,
Yeah. We've never experienced something like this before, and we need our best soldiers.
So you want to go in first again, Lieutenant, as the last time?
Yeah, actually, I have something to do as well. I can see the apprentice trying to go as well.
Yeah,
do I have a short sword with me as a sidearm, other than my? All right, I just try to unbuckle it out of my belt and then hand him over the short sword.
Yeah.
I clumsily hold it.
Whatever help it may do.
So, you joined them, Mr. Apprentice?
I look to the Chosen One and say, I hope you find a new apprentice if all of this goes well.
Have I ever brought anyone else and showed them the ritual? Is it only this one?
No, you have shown the mayor as well, for emergency situations. And, of course, only those two have done this, except for you. So, you three are very, very important in case anything should happen.
How younger is the apprentice?
And remember, crossing the bridge is actually not allowed. Remember, and yeah, that's
without permission. It's not allowed.
No, that's the cave. Only the Chosen One's supposed to cross the bridge.
Well,
so
there is a
anyone except for you is who's going to do this is kind of breaking the rules.
Yes, but this is a very, very dire situation, so
Yes.
I must allow this. And it is their sworn duty, right? They have sworn to defend this cave. So, if I hold on to one oath, and if they hold on to the other, this creates more conflicts, and this is not in everyone's interest.
But the thing in your back of your mind right now, you're one of the three important guys, like your apprentice, is maybe breaking the rules. Yeah, you don't know what that brings.
I think it is necessary that my apprentice sets an example,
Yep.
and he shall take my place.
And dies
And he
first.
shall no.
Oh no, yeah, we get it, we
Of
get it.
course, that's. It's my apprentice shall. He's now witnessing some historical events, and he's much younger than me, I'm assuming. So, I think he should stay here, and I should go inside with the guards. If it's my, this happened in my term. I must have made a mistake that allowed this to happen. So if there is anything going to be wrong, then I think it should befall me and not my apprentice, not the next generation. So
Also,
I pull him aside.
you are
Yes?
actually the only one who's not breaking the rules by doing this, because you
Yes.
are the chosen one, and you're already allowed to go over the bridge.
I let him cross the bridge. Actually, I let the
Right.
apprentice cross the bridge.
Well, with this discussion in mind, did you actually cross the bridge, apprentice?
Knowing all of these, I will actually look at the chosen one and say, perhaps you should go across the bridge and see what's inside first.
Am I
And
not?
I like.
You're very
try to
you're
hand him the
next
short
you're next
sword.
to the door, chosen one.
Yes. So no one has crossed yet,
No,
right?
no one has crossed yet.
But
They're
the,
just
but the
discussing.
captain and lieutenant and their soldiers have decided to cross it.
No,
Yeah, we are trying-
they're
attempting.
ready. They're making themselves ready.
We're like readying the men.
Okay. Then
You have
I'm
a
going
torch,
to.
by the way.
What?
You have a torch for light.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually yellower. It's my no, I'm not going to. No, I should do it. I should do it. I'm going to yellower at my apprentice and say, "You stay right where you are, and if anything happens to me, you know your duties." So I'm not permitting him.
I
to
nod and keep on shaking.
You have a dagger, by the way, Yeet or chosen one. Just for
I'd
like
take that.
no, just for not for protection. It is actually in case you need to use your own blood in emergencies.
Yes.
So yeah, you do have a dagger.
He also has his thingy.
The
He
torch.
can also shed his own blood.
If you want to.
Yes. Oh. How much water for 3 days, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Maybe that is. Okay, before everyone comes across, I'm going to try this. I'm going to take just a little dip of the water in my hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to just rub a bit of it to my face. Just a little bit of it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my torch. And I'm going to, since the door is sort of
It's open enough
open
for you
already?
to go in. It doesn't. You don't have to open it anymore. Since that is
Okay,
actually once again breaking the rules.
yes. Without touching it, I'm going to go in torch first. Yes, it's something like that. Yes.
And everyone watches the chosen one take a look inside himself, and
Dies.
the door slams shut on his ass.
I immediately look around and, being the apprentice, I'm going to look at the
Let me
captain of the
check.
guard and say, "Do you want me to do the ritual right now?"
Captain?
Yeet, I'm going to pull you
Captain
out of the
Island?
conversation.
Yes, sir.
I don't think he qualifies yet.
Right. So the chosen one is now locked inside the cave.
Yep.
Do we hear anything coming from the cave?
Nothing.
Nothing. Right. I turn to the apprentice and say, "Look, we've done it your way, and it has not worked. Now we must try ours."
Actually,
Perhaps he's safe inside there.
Captain, hold on. Maybe the outside world has shown some change. The door is closed, actually. I go to the stairway and yell out, what's the situation? If anyone was alive, actually.
Things are clearing up, sir. We're getting things under control, as far as we can see.
Right.
Okay. I turn to the captain and apprentice. I think whatever the chosen one did, it is working. Let's keep it at that. Not break the rules anymore.
If anything goes bad, then I will start the ritual immediately again.
Do you
Alright.
feel
Outside.
do you feel prepared to do these rituals, apprentice?
I think I have done it once, right?
No, you've done it several times, so you have it under
All right,
control.
okay.
You're more than prepared, right?
We're born for this.
So,
Lieutenant,
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
do you feel this situation is under control here?
Right now, sir, I absolutely have no idea. If you want to, I can go upstairs and check the situation on my own, with my own eyes. And report back to you immediately if anything goes awry.
Yes, I believe this is the best course of action, as the apprentice is definitely needs to be kept safe in these times.
Also, a
Indeed,
source
sir.
of blood may be necessary in.
You
in
have
short time.
contingency outside.
Yeah, so when you return, please bring a chicken back.
Do you have the sword? You can do something with it.
That's the absolute emergency. If we have
Yeah.
chickens,
You
I do
don't
not
want
want
him
to
to
risk.
get hurt.
I'll just...
Right
Oh,
now,
okay, I'll
you,
be on the
you
lookout.
might be you might have lost one of the three important dudes who knows the ritual. Okay, what do you guys do? So you go upstairs and just check
Check
on
the
the whole
situation.
situation,
Yeah.
and you other guys stay waiting here with the soldiers to see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay,
My eyes are on the
plus-
door completely.
If I can, I'll try to find some livestock.
yeah, you will do that.
Running amok, maybe.
So this is going to happen. I'm going to pull you guys over to the other channel, or you can just jump down there. I'll talk to Yeet for a while. Please do not check the stream in the meanwhile, as that might give you spoilers. Just
Alright.
wait until I pull you guys back up again, okay?
Okay.
Just jump down. Yes, chosen one. There's going to be a little change around here, my friend. Is it possible for you to adjust the volume of the song so it fits to you?
Yes, sir.
And
That's creepy as fuck. No. Don't do it. Should I also close my lights?
yes, please. You're standing there with your torch. Of course, you've never seen the inside here. You just saw it right now, and when you peeked inside, your ass got shoved into this tunnel. And there's only a tunnel, and nothing else. There's nothing to the side where the holy water is supposed to be flowing, so you guess it's inside the mountain there, or inside the wall. And there's only the tunnel leading on a downward angle, just going down into the mountain, as far as you can see with the light you have right now.
Oh, with my torch, as forward as I can put it, I'll just start to slowly walk.
You keep walking, and the tunnel keeps on going down and down and down. It doesn't change. It's a natural cave, but it's not identical all the way down. But it keeps going the same direction and down all of the time. You walk and you walk and you walk, and about after 15 minutes or so, you can see there's some kind of light source ahead of you. As the tunnel goes down, on the right side of the tunnel, it seems to be an opening. Like the tunnel just stops and goes to the right.
And that's where the light's coming from.
Yes, but I wouldn't call it light. If there's a light source that isn't a light source, this is it. It's grayish, it's devoid of any warmth or... It doesn't feel right. It's the light itself is dead. That's the closest thing you can come to describe it. It's dead light. Feels wrong. Very wrong.
What about the smell?
The smell is the same slight tang of the holy water with the slight rotten feel to it.
Well, I say a prayer under my breath for my ancestors, for the spirits to protect me. And I take a deep breath, grip my light source even closer, and with one hand on my knife or dagger, I slowly head towards that opening in the tunnel.
You take a look around there, and it's strange. It is as if you're looking out of the entrance you just came through, like the door. Except there's no door. You're just onto this small platform. We can even pull it up if you want to on the temple cave. Like this, and you're coming out of it. And there's this, you don't see the holy water from the hole, but there's a bridge going out of the chasm. Except the different part here is the bridge is made of solid stone, and the chasm is, as far as you can see, endless. And you don't see a roof or walls. So outside of this plateau, there's this stone bridge without support that leads into nothingness. Like, there's a slight fog here, so that's why you can't see everywhere. So if that's the case, this cave is massive. Massive. And you cannot see where this dead light source is coming from, because it's just everywhere without coming from anywhere and going anywhere. You really don't need a torch here, but yeah.
Makes me feel safe. At least it produces some warmth.
Yes, it does.
I will hold on to my torch for a little while. I will hold on to it. Please raise it back up. Thank you. I yell, but it's not a desperate yell. It's like more like a "Is anyone there?" type of yell.
You immediately feel that the shout should be reverberating around the cave, but it doesn't come back at all. You hear your own voice and sounds, of course, but it just stops out there. And nothing answers.
Well, first of all, I approach the bridge.
Okay, so you start walking onto the stone bridge. It's about... it's broad enough for you to... for two people to go side by side on it. But it's perfectly cut. Like, it's about, 30, 40 centimeters down, like thickness, and about, as I said, 2 meters width on it.
Before attempting to cross it, I will kneel before it. Just at the start of the bridge, I'll kneel and ask for permission from whoever is the spirit or the guardian of this mountain, whoever has authority here. I ask permission to come and parley with you as the guardian of this mountain. And then I'll wait for a few seconds.
You
If there is-
feel the slight draft again. It's been dead here, but the draft comes from behind you and guides you onto the bridge with that slight smell of the holy water again, as I said.
And I once again pick myself up, hold my torch, and I slowly cross the bridge, trying not to look down.
And
Exactly like that.
you walk for a short while, and after 50 meters or so out of the fog, you see the road splits up. The road keeps on going forwards, but there's also another road going to the left side right now, like on a 45 degrees angle to the left side. And it's exactly the same as this one.
I will go left.
Taking to the left, you walk forwards. You're really not sure how long, like 150 meters or so, until it just suddenly stops up out there. It goes into nothing. Like there's no support there. This is impossible. This is not supposed to be hanging in the middle of there like this. It would have broken a long time ago. But here you are on a diving board made of, yeah, rock.
No, my suspicions were confirmed. I was thinking that this might be the same design as the symbol that we have applied to this far. So I should go back and I should not stray from the path at all.
You keep going on the main path, and sure enough, you can see there's another branch to the right, and you keep going forwards, right?
Yes, I always keep going forwards.
And there's
without,
another one to the left after that, and then you come to the triple split at the end. And you keep on going forwards.
Yes, sir.
And of course, you see it's going to stop into nothingness here as well. But you see there's some kind of commotion above you, like in the fog there. Like there's some kind of movement.
Is it possible to see closer what it is?
Yes, it is. And you're dead. You've lost, my friend. You're dead. What you see there is not meant for human eyes. There's a reason that door was there. There's a reason no one should be down here. The creature, the curse, the monster, whatever you want to call it, the entity who resides in here, you cannot handle it. Your brain rots and melts. And now, my friend, you are my servant. You're a part of the hive mind right now, and your mission is to go up back to the rest of your friends and convince all of them to come down here and take a look at this creature or this entity. That is your only mission ever, and your only purpose in life. I am going to give you a couple of minutes. You have retained all of your memories from your entire life. You can remember everything, all conversations, whatever. But you are going to make up whatever lies you feel is necessary for them to come down here and take a look. They have to look. It's very important. Everyone
That
looks
they
up.
cross the span.
Yes. No, it doesn't matter how they get her. Just come there and look up at this thing. Everyone has to look. If you want to, you can be a bit creepy about it. It's not necessary, but you're supposed to go up there, and I don't know. I don't care how. Just get them down.
Okay, don't pull them back up right now. I got just a few more questions,
Sure.
if I can. So, my purpose is for them to come here, no matter the cost. I can say anything and do anything I want,
Yes.
so long as I can convince them.
Yes.
I do retain my memories,
Everything.
but there is literally no other way for me to, in any case, regain my sanity through my own actions.
Correct. You're dead.
And I
You are
cannot
nothing but
hint-
a puppet for this entity.
Sir, yes, sir. Okay. Is there anything I should know, or?
No. When I pull them back up here, you jump down there, and
Yes.
you just think of a lie or whatever. And when I'm ready, I'm going to pull you back up. It might be a minute. It might be 5.
Okay, I will then just leave the channel for a second so that we don't get into each other,
No,
run
no,
into each other,
no,
and
no.
once they're up, I can just.
That's fine. Just
Okay.
as I pull them back up, you jump down. I'll pull you down, so it doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
And you didn't expect that one, did you?
No, I did not, and I'm very happy.
Yes, I know. They usually are. Okay, see you in a bit.
Yes, sir.
Are you boys ready? Are you still here? I see you, apprentice. Are you still? Hello? Can you hear me, apprentice?
Oh, ahoy there.
Yes, Captain is here. How about you, Lieutenant? Are you still here?
I'm here too, but my camera is having some problems, I guess.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
on.
it's back on. You guys said you were just going to wait, right? You are outside taking a look around.
Indeed.
Of course, since the people outside don't know about the situation inside, you get a lot of mixed reports. Of course, during all the commotion, 5 more people died on the rice fields, getting trampled by the cows. And
That cow trampling was happening as I was going down, though, wasn't it?
yeah, so
All right.
they get it under control. Like you just get this feel like, okay, everything is calm now, nothing bad is happening. Like the fire is under control, the cows are getting back. Like, of course, the people are sad and distressed, but everything is under control again. The guard.
All right. Did they manage to kill one of the cows while they were, rampaging around?
Yeah, we can say that. That's
All right. I'm just
it
going
fits
to
the
get
story
a
for you
bucket
right
of
now.
blood.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
I
You
order
can
one of the guards.
you can get a couple of buckets of blood if you want to.
All right.
And
I am doing that and moving to my position in the entrance of the cave.
so you get back inside with the buckets, or do you wait outside?
I should check it out. I just order one of the guards standing at the entrance, like the.
Yeah.
One of them could bring it down there.
Yeah, one of the guys who has already been there. Like,
Yeah, I'm just going to stay at the entrance while I can, being in the hearing range of the inside of the cave.
yeah. Of course, you guys are still waiting down there. About half an hour later from this, when they started, a guard comes down with a couple of buckets of blood, ready for you, and he says, "The lieutenant is just outside. If you need him, he is within earshot right now."
All right, we will make sure to call him if need
Seems
be.
like the situation upstairs is under control.
All right, that's good. I'm on standby waiting for something to happen.
Yes, and does happen. The door opens again.
Oh boy.
Oh
Any
boy.
sounds?
I'll make him choose to make those sounds if he want to. Yeet, chosen one. Are you here?
Yes.
You open the door again, and of course you hear a commotion. You probably figured out that they would react as soon as you open the door, but now you can actually shout to them or say whatever you need to say.
I fall on my knees and I start crying.
Okay, do you actually go outside? Like,
Yes.
okay, all the guards are ready their bows, of course, and they aim at him and look at you, Captain.
I tell the bowmen to lower their arms.
Like everyone knows, he opened the door now, so yeah, the rules say you're supposed to kill whoever opened the door.
I run up to the end of the bridge on the side I'm standing on, and I try to ask, what happened?
If I see my apprentice running up to me, I reach out with my hand and try to stop him. I cannot speak
I'm
right
not
now.
going
I'm crying,
on the
but
bridge.
you know.
Yeah,
I'm
he's not
just
coming
waiting
over.
at the end, looking at you to say something.
I keep crying for a while. If no one says anything, I slowly try to regain my composure. I try to breathe again, and slowly I get my breathing in order, and I look up to my apprentice, and I whisper to him. I think no one else can hear this. but
No.
if they do,
Yes, everyone can hear this if you whisper over the bridge.
I do not mind if anyone else hears it. We have failed. We have made a grievous mistake, all of us. We must correct our mistake. And I once again start crying.
What do you need us to do?
We must break the rest of our rules, even if it means that we all sacrifice ourselves, but it is necessary that everyone present here, we must go inside. I know what I say may sound like heresy, or a breach of your vows, or anything you have ever believed in, but we must go back inside.
I shout to the lieutenant to come down at once.
Yeah, Lieutenant, you can hear this. You run down, or?
Right. I have no choice. I'm running down.
Yeah, he's your captain.
Yes.
But
Indeed.
of course, you can disobey orders, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I turn to my lieutenant and I say, "This is not me as a captain speaking to you now, but a friend. If you truly believe that you want to stay and not come with me into this cave, speak now."
You didn't hear anything of what the chosen one said, but apparently the door is open again. You saw it getting shot on his ass, and the chosen one is outside, crying on the floor while the door is open.
Yeah.
That's what you know.
So old fart didn't do anything right, did it?
No.
You motherfucker!
All right.
Come down, Beatrice!
Now
I told you, like, we had the training for this.
Yeah.
We are meant to do this. There is
Now is
no
the
other
time
way
for
for us to be
action.
of use.
all
my
all,
captain.
all their efforts have led to no avail. It is now the time for action.
Indeed. If their knowledge has failed us, then our muscle may save it.
Exactly. So I'm just readying the men.
Alright,
What's going on?
go on the
men
vanguard.
don't-
I'll go.
the men really
check
don't
the
understand.
composure.
You want us all to break the rules, Captain?
Yes, men. I know what I ask is heresy, but
They kind of
These
look to you.
trying-
They kind of look to you as well, Lieutenant, and a bit to you, Apprentice. Is suddenly everyone agreeing that we should break all the fucking rules? Like those kind of.
I look at the Chosen One and say, if there is something that the Chosen One needs us to do, it must be done.
I turn to my men and also reiterate the same question I said to the lieutenant, that I will not force any men to to break these sacred rules, and that I asked now as a friend, not just a captain,
But
that
everything was fine. The chosen one was the one who opened the door now.
Well, we have not seen what's entered in the first place, and I've got the chosen one, and we have no more information than that.
What did
Chosen
you
one,
see,
can
chosen
you
one?
please elaborate?
Do I still have my torch?
It's gone out. It's empty. You came out with a unlit torch.
Okay.
All right.
I
I'll
will
try
do
to
so.
do one
No,
thing.
the apprentice said something though. Should I
Oh,
answer,
okay.
or is the lieutenant going to do something?
The guards are standing there looking at each other and looking at everyone of
I
you.
raise my hand, I pull out my knife, and I cut off one of my ring fingers. I immediately start pouring all that blood into a vessel, and I mix it with water.
From the holy bowl? That is...
Yeah, I'm making the solution that the ritual is going to require, and I put it right next to the door, and I turn to everyone that's standing before me. This, without, I miss my finger now. This is my dedication to save this town. I can cut off many more fingers. I can sacrifice my arm, and I will sacrifice my life if I must. I know I ask too much. I know I ask you to reach all of your fates, all of your vows, but right now is not the time for questions. Right now is the time for action. As your captain and your lieutenant has been saying, and I have been ignoring. But I have seen things. And I cannot speak about them right now. They are words that should not echo in this sacred place. But anyone that will come inside with me, who shall stand with me to save this community and save this town, I shall speak then, and only then. And as I said this, I slowly go towards the door. Like, I'm not immediately entering back in. I'm just, slowly but surely going back to the door.
Some of the guards start readying their bows again, like looking at you guys.
Okay. I was turning to the chosen one, and then I turn around on my feet, I guess, and address the guardsman. All right, man, you are tools for this door to be kept safe. It has been breached. Are you going to just let this man die on its own and solve nothing?
But right
and then
now,
I'm just...
Lieutenant, he was the one who opened the door right now.
You did see that it was opening before he even tried anything.
Yes, but when he went in, everything stopped. Everything was fine. When the door
And
was
now
closed...
he needs our help.
Captain?
I'm trying to compose myself in this situation, as what remains of my faith since that awful day with the children is being tested, but also my duty to the town. So
You were willing to
tell
kill
the man-
children to keep the rules safe.
Mhm.
And right
But
now,
it-
the Chosen One is asking you to break all the rules.
Exactly.
I reassure the men that he is the chosen one. He is, for us, the embodiment of the faith, and that if he has told us that these rules must be broken to save the town,
But
that we must
if
honor
the
it.
Chosen One breaks the rules, is he still the Chosen One? Wouldn't that make him the Chosen One? And they point to the apprentice.
Then if I am the chosen one, then I must say this. These rules are not made to be kept blindly. These rules are made to keep us safe. And you have seen, we have obeyed the rules for so long, and today, or yesterday, they have failed us.
Looks like all of the people in charge here agree on this. So, apprentice, lieutenant, captain, you all want all of you and the guards to go in with the Chosen One.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Those of you who
Uh,
do not have heart should stay here maybe
Yeah.
and punish
Yeah,
any of us back.
I did ask that, like, he volunteers,
Well,
so if any of the guards do want
if
to
both
stay behind.
the old chosen one, the new chosen one, the captain of the guards, and the lieutenant all agree on this, they're not going to question it. They have already questioned enough. If this is supposed to be, they follow orders. And they ready up torches and weapons and whatever, and stand at the ready for you to command them to walk over.
I do. Is this blood flowing from my wound? As I once again show my cut finger. And is this holy water that has been granted us by this mountain? I shall allow you to pass through, for this is a time of crisis. All of you may cross over. Anyone with a heart and a soul may cross over this bridge and join me in reclaiming our peace and prosperity. And I just
set an example.
kind of, open my arms to welcome them.
He stands
I
there
set
with
an
his
example to the men and cross first.
You all start walking over the bridge to the bleeding old chosen one, and yeah, you kind of have to go into the door if everyone is supposed to fit in here. You start going inside old chosen one.
I think if they are to trust me first, I think like I should follow after them. Or maybe should I go first? I don't know. I kind of feel like if I go first, they would be more mistrusting of me because they're kind of. I mean, between the ranks, there's a bit of a confusion. So I think the captain of the guard should go first as the warrior, and then right after him I will go.
But before all
Well,
that, maybe we should bandage that a bit. We wouldn't want to
I
get
just take a
unconscious, would you?
torch from the hands of anyone, and I'm just gonna press it on the wound and burn out cauterize the wound. And if I can, I will try my utmost best not to show any emotion, other than I don't know, maybe anger or dedication.
Yeah, but he is very dedicated to this. He doesn't appear to. Yeah, he is very in the moment right now. Okay, you guys start walking inside the door one by one with the torches. And as everyone enters, I'm just going to do a little thing here. You might have to adjust the volume a bit more after I've put this up. And you might want to change your light settings in your room right now.
I don't think I'm going to show up though. I guess
No, it
doesn't matter.
doesn't. And you guys can see a small tunnel. It's about a bit bigger size than the door itself, and it leads on an angle downwards into the mountain. You can't see at the end of it. It just keeps on going down as far as you can see. That's what you see inside here.
I'm walking. If anyone hesitates, I'll just turn and say something, but right now I'm just walking down.
He has grabbed the one torch he seared his finger with and is walking down the tunnel. You guys following him?
Yes.
I tell the men to be ready for anything, so that they're a bit more alert.
You walk like about 50 meters and then you can hear the door getting shut behind you. did that?
Can we do a roundup?
Like, all of the guards are here
Oh.
with you guys. No one else know you're going down here. You didn't call for anyone else. No one else is permitted down here.
If any guards are nervous, I will turn to them and say, shakily, this is what must be done.
I tell the men to be steady, and that it'll be. We will get to the bottom of this issue.
Well, if you guys seem okay enough with this, they all keep following you down there. And you guys keep walking. And walking. And walking. It's a natural tunnel down here, but it keeps on going the same. It doesn't stop. Like, you've went for 5 minutes now. It's still tunnel. Then 10 minutes. It's still tunnel. It just keeps going down and down and down.
Is the chosen one the old chosen one is leading us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I turn to him. How much further?
A few more minutes, Captain.
I inform the men that we're a few minutes away from where we need to be. Ready yourselves.
You must muster up all the courage you can. Your men must have no self-doubt in their hearts, nor in their minds.
I do not doubt my men. They will be ready to face whatever is inside.
And
Do
I
they?
keep leading them on, with my torch in my hand.
Do we see the translucent holy water around us in any way?
Nope.
All right.
About 5 more minutes. You see a light source of some kind. You wouldn't call it light though. Light has a warmth. This is devoid of any warmth at all. It's a grayish light, and it's without a soul. That light is dead. That's the only way you can describe it, really. A dead light. The tunnel just stops, and there's an entrance to the right side. And the light source that's not a light emanates from that room. It feels very, very wrong.
I stop right at the entrance there and turn to the people behind me. This is just the beginning. You must be brave. For treacherous roads await us, but we must not shirk from our path. By the way, all of these people have seen the ritual symbol, right? You have all been guards in this cave. You have all seen the symbol we drew upon that gate, and maybe other old ones, chosen ones before me. Now a path similar to that is ahead of us. You might be led astray, and if you are led astray, you will fail. You must not be led astray. You must push on forward, no matter what you see, hear, or feel. We must keep pushing onwards. And I enter the... You understand.
Yeah, I lead the men in, and I tell my lieutenant to stay close.
Right behind you, sir.
Apprentice, you keep with the group?
I am right behind the chosen one.
As you enter this room, it's strange. It is as you are coming out of the door upstairs right now, the one you just walked into, Except there's no door here. So if you want to, you can pull out the temple cave picture of the door. So imagine that picture, except there's no door, and you guys are just entering through that little hole in the wall there. And you're standing on the ledge with a chasm ahead of you, just like above, except there's no wooden bridge like this here. It's a stone bridge, and there's no holy water running outside from a hole in the wall. There's also another very huge difference, and that is you can't see over to the other side. You can only see the bridge leading into nothingness, as there is a fog of some kind here. And you don't see the walls, you don't see the roof, and you don't see the bottom. The stone bridge has no support at all, so it's impossible for it to stay rigid out into the air like it is right now. That is an impossibility. And the light source is coming from everywhere and nowhere at the same time. There's just this dead light and fog everywhere, like you're walking into nothingness.
Anyone making an attempt to cross to a bridge?
You're all standing
said
there.
the ground was like nothing too, right?
Yeah, there's nothing under.
I tried
There's
to-
only the bridge out into nothingness.
I tried to poke it with my sword,
The
but
bridge?
does it? No, the ground. Like it seems like nothing
Yeah,
before I cross into the room.
what would be the chasm upstairs? You stab into nothing. You're pretty sure that's a very, very tall fall down there.
Hmm.
Lieutenant, what can you see?
So, my eyes can't see anything right down there. It's just thick, like some kind of fog. I don't know. Never seen it before.
I turn to the old chosen one. What is this place?
This is a place we must show courage, and without straying further from the path, we must walk on. You must have faith, because you will never see anything until you reach the end. But there will be many paths that might lead you astray. So you do not be led astray. You follow me. And if I fall, if anything happens to me, even if I stray from the path, do not stray from it. Just keep following it.
Can we stray from the path though?
You will be presented opportunities. You must not take them. You must not be led astray. And as I say this, I once again kneel before the bridge, and I, sort of do this bowing motion, and I kind of motion to the soldiers around me to do the same.
I tell the men to do as the chosen one has informed, and to stick together.
So they're all
There,
kneeling with me.
it does
Yeah.
look like they're waiting for the new chosen one and the lieutenant to do the same as well.
I copy the old chosen one.
You
I-
didn't drink anything from here, did you?
There is nothing you can drink. There is only
Can't
you and your conscience. Nothing else.
Okay. I'll count you onto that then. I bow as well.
What
New
about you, my
chosen one,
apprentice?
The guards are waiting for your decision in this.
I really have a wish to do something cliche here, but I will do so. I will look at the old chosen one and say, if he is the chosen one, follow him. If not, then follow me. And I'm going to ride behind the old chosen one.
You're not bowing down though.
I'm also bowing down with him. I'm going to mimic whatever he does for the time being.
They do. Then all get down and start praying.
And
or-
I start leading them onto a prayer of sorts, and I say, the master of this mountain, we have come here to ask for your forgiveness for our past transgressions. Does anyone follow up with this, by the way? I'm just trying to ask. The captain, the lieutenant, apprentice, anyone
Yeah.
is following up, or remain silent?
What's it? I'm just going to mimic you for the time being.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We have come here to ask forgiveness for our past transgressions, and as have been handed down to our ancestors, we shall follow the sacred pattern you have set before us. We shall not be led astray by those twisted paths along the journey, and with our full conscience, with our faith in you and our faith in our ancestors, we shall seek to correct the wrongs we have made, and we will set everything right, even if it costs us our lives or our freedom. It is here that we must show our courage and our value and our trust. And I slowly rise up and turn towards the soldiers, the captain, lieutenant, and if they can, look up to me, I'll just motion them to get up and follow me. And I try to take a few steps towards the bridge.
Do you follow him?
Yep.
I do so too.
You all start following him on the bridge. And you can go 2 and 2, side by side. There's not room for more on the bridge. And you start walking into that grey, dead fog.
To
And
ensure that, sorry for cutting you off there. To ensure that I do remain in their sights, I will try to keep a slow pace so that they do not lose me. But also to show that I'm dedicated, I will walk single file. I do not want anyone near me, unless someone actually just wants to walk beside me.
you can't see even the ledge you came from. You're just walking on a bridge in the middle of the air. And after about 50 meters or so, the road splits. The road continues, but there's a path similar to the one you're on right now that leads to the left on a 45 degrees angle to the left.
I keep to the path that goes forward. I will not go left.
Everyone follows him.
Yes.
Yep.
He exactly said, "Do not go astray."
After a short while more, you see exactly the same, except this time it's to the right. You keep following forwards after the old
Keep
chosen
marching
one.
forward. Yep.
And another one to the left, like the first one. And then you come to a triple split. One to the left, one straight forward, and one to the right.
I keep to the path. I keep going forwards.
And everyone follows
Stick to the path.
the old chosen one.
Is there any pebbles or rocks beneath our feet? Do we feel anything?
Nothing. It's just that smooth rock.
I'll try to throw a torch down at the side to either side, whichever, doesn't matter.
Quickly, the torch is drowned out in the dead lights, and you can't see or hear anything more of it.
Just poof, gone.
No, you just see it fall and disappear into the
Oh.
light.
You were right about the path then, chosen one.
And
I
I
do
should
not
give
say
the
anything.
gods and kick.
he comes to a dead end, and all of you can see there's some kind of motion in the fog above you.
I raise my hands up and lift my head backwards and try to look at the commotion.
More of the guards take a look up. And you guys take a look up as well.
Sure.
Sure.
And what you see there is not meant for human eyes. There's a reason that door was there. There's a reason no one should ever go down here. What you see there, the creature, the entity, the eldritch horror, call it whatever you want to, it takes a hold of you. You die instantly. Your brain melts and rots in your head, and you're now a part of the hive mind. You know everything about your old life, everything you have experienced so far, but you only have one single purpose in life, and that is to go up there and get everyone to come down here and take a look. Game over, boys.
Nice. Oh, can I turn the lights on then?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
my
you
friend.
can.
All right.
If I'm going down, everyone is going down with me.
Wow, that was quick.
Give me 2 seconds.
We were too trusting.
Indeed.
Indeed we were, yeah.
Yes, you were.
Should have killed the mother.
Like the guards were
Oh,
trying
whatever.
to tell you, don't do it. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, we should have just taken a vacation, as I told,
I know.
my
We should-
captain at the start of
we
this.
should
Actually,
we should have
just
just
keep
gone
going.
Yeah,
out.
we should have just taken a vacation, let the apprentice do whatever he was going to do.
Yeah.
He could
Yeah.
handle things.
Only 2 weeks from retirement.
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay,
Well, at least
so
the village is dead too.
here's the part where I'm going to ask you, boys. So, who here remembers me when I told the story in the beginning that the first original chosen one was blind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, yes.
I had a thought of blinding my own eyes, goddammit.
And you
But
should have
how did
followed up
he-
on that. I made a similar mistake in one of the
Yeehaw!
past games we played here, and so you in this man's games you always follow your guts,
And
no matter how
keep an
good it
eye
seems.
and ear up for details. Details are always fucking important, okay? So, here's what happened. You guys were a bit quick on the trigger. The guards that were outside, they had their suspicions about this whole ordeal, and they made up their mind that, you know what, fuck it, when we're on night shift, we're going down there when no one knows, and we're going to open that fucking door to show everyone this is just something stupid religious shit that we've been doing for nothing all these years. And immediately when they did so, they felt they had released something bad and did something wrong. And going back to their training, they knew what would must happen. They must immediately die. So they threw themselves down the chasm to kill themselves, to make sure the rules were followed. Now, of course, the door is supposed to immediately be closed and the ritual to be done anew, which you kind of did. It was the earliest moment you guys could do it, except one of the guards didn't actually die. He was still alive, unconscious down there. And you, my friend, Lieutenant, are the only person in about 13 sessions of this who actually looked down the chasm. No one else does that. And I was thinking, oh, are these guys going to actually follow the rules now? But you assumed them to both be dead and assumed that whoever did it is inside there. And you guys edged each other on like, yeah, of course. But who would take the time to drag them down here? Why?
I swear someone questioned that.
Yes,
as well.
you
Right.
did.
I did question that,
Yeah.
but
But you
I
were
did
so
not think
sure,
that
like,
much.
of course,
Yeah.
the door opened by itself, but right now the entity down there has some amount of power it can do, and it's killing people 5 by 5 by the 5 rules, remember? And you guys were let's go this, let's go that, and we have to do this. And as soon as it has one person inside, it's going to close them inside to make sure no one helps him in any kind of way. And he did go down there, and he understood that this was actually the pattern, the symbol. You walked on the symbol. Some of you might have noticed that, and indeed, the symbol is supposed to be straightforward. So if you're going down there, you have to go straight forward.
So the other paths were dead ends then?
Yes, they are dead ends.
All right.
And if you go down there to the end without closing your eyes and taking a look, you're dead. And I told Yeet that you're now my puppet, their enemy. I'm going to leave you alone for a while you make an excuse to get everyone down here to take a look. Doesn't matter how you do it. You might, be a bit creepy about it, which you did a fine job of, Yeet. And everyone, even though I tried to warn you, he wants you all to break the rules while he broke it themselves. Everything was fine when he was trapped in there. Yeah, and the guards question you because they have been drilling all the time that no one is above the rules, okay? And they were there for a reason. And you guys, you end up dead, along with this old chosen one.
Oh, puppets, more like.
Yes. But I even told you, he's the old one. That's the new apprentice right now. The one sitting in the red chair.
Yeah, I kind of thought that since you kept saying that he is the new chosen one, maybe they would have figured it out by then, but even he failed to figure out he was the new chosen one, which was kind of a thing. I was sure that someone was going to question. He keeps saying that he's the new old one, and I was like, that's why I never opposed to you addressing that way, because if I was to oppose it, someone would have definitely figured that out.
So
Yeah,
before
authority.
Yeet did the ritual, we just had to make sure the guy down the chasm had to die. That's it.
Yes.
Because he opened the door.
I didn't see Twitch anything
the guards
though.
fucked up. In your face, Captain.
I didn't see Twitches anything
Well,
though. He was just...
If it's
many
you're
meters
laughing,
was that?
Thinking you have won this, but you're the first one to lose down there, so don't be
But
too
I was
cocky
the
about
one
it.
who dragged everyone else down.
Yes,
So I kind of won. No,
Mission
obviously I
failed
lost.
successfully.
exactly.
Yes, I obviously lost.
I mean,
So-
we gave the guy a good bunch of people to work around with. That's alright.
I mean, as they say, if you can't beat them, you join them.
Yes,
Alright,
and now
so
you did. And right now,
If
you're
the
going
monk
up
was
there.
blind,
Yeah,
how did he understand all this?
he was the chosen one. He went down there. He just felt himself forwards, and what would have happened if you actually blindfolded yourself and went down there? Well, if you would have gone to the end, you would have been met by a voice, and the voice would have gone something like this. Who dares disturb my slumber? And of course, you would probably introduce yourself, and he would go,
Kill it.
The pact has been broken by man. This mountain will not be protected anymore.
and after said statement, he would, or most likely you would maybe make a new deal because the deal had been broken, right, or the pact, and he would try 5 times to make you take a look. So he would tempt you.
The ritual
Yes,
thingy.
exactly. 5 times he would try. If you wish to see a new pact, then fall to your knees, lift your gaze, and behold my glory. If you deny it, he says, open your eyes and behold the master you have been serving your whole life, your God. And after that, okay, he goes whatever he needs to, depending on whoever you are and what you like. I want to reward my faithful servant. Choose between the riches in front of you. Anything that pleases your eyes will be yours. Whatever. He will try to make you look. And there was this guy who, on the second attempt of this session, they actually did hear the blind part in the start. They said, oh, that's important, remember? And the guy they sent down, they actually went so far as to... one of the chosen ones said, I'm going to stab out your eyes. You're not supposed to say that. Oh, okay, that's a bit drastic. Maybe just blindfold, right? And he goes, yeah, okay, that's fine. And he goes down and he denies him 4 times. At the 5th time, he goes like, ah, fuck, I'm dragging this out. It's apparent I'm supposed to look at something here. And he goes like this, and he dies, of course. And he goes up and convinces everyone else to go down there. So there's been a lot of different excuses. Very funny ones. A portal to another world, like the Huns are down there. We need to go down and defeat them. I mean,
That would be on point with this
the-
group.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's excuses like the holy water is blocked by a huge fucking rock. We need more people down there. Or another one is like we have offended the curse or the mountain. We need to sacrifice people, or we need to go down there. And there's a new ritual we have to do down there, and we have to do 5 people every 5th day, or whatever. They use the 5 rule just because everyone 5 is important by this time, right? And it is. It very much is. You have to deny him 5 times, and then he will go. Very well. A new pact will be made. Carry this token of my flesh to the entrance of the door, and put it on the revealed alcove. Close the door and continue the same ritual as before. This mountain will once again be protected. Finn. That's it, boys.
I think it's better that no one lives there, though. Like, we did good, I think.
It is a lot better of a story. It would actually be very anticlimactic if you just, maybe they open the door, just shoot them to be sure while they're down there in the chasm, do the ritual, and everything's fine. Ta-da! That would actually not be as fulfilling as a story, but I would commend you because you would be the first one to actually do what you're supposed to do and not break the rules.
Yes, sir.
But you didn't know these guys opened the door, of course. There is actually, if you interrogate all the guards about these guards, if you don't do anything else like you did, there's a lot of commotion going on. You sent the guards here and there doing this and that. There's one guard who is a friend of them that has heard them talking about them not believing in the same way. Like, they follow the rules, but they don't believe in it. So
I bet I was pals with them too. I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
It
But
doesn't-
that's what I was going for. I was going for more like
I was just
Captain
trying to
Faith
find
was a
an
bit
excuse.
tested. Yeah.
Like, let's just peek it.
Yeah, just a
I
little
think
bit. right?
curiosity got the best of me.
I mean, it got the better story too, though. So.
Yes, I did. I'm always hoping, of course, people fail at that stuff. But so far, as I said,
Sure.
not like it has been split. As I said, one of the first parties actually remembered the part about him being blind, but the rest of the party is actually kind of zone out, or everyone goes like, "Oh yeah, that's right. He did say this guy was blind." But I do put emphasis on him being a Buddhist right after, just to put a red herring out there, like a blind Buddhist monk, right?
Which is why I
Yeah.
always kept babbling about Buddhist stuff.
Correct. So you fell into my little trap. But I did tell you the truth. I did give you the signs and the clues you needed to fix this.
You kind of made it like, I don't know if you have ever read Lovecraft, but if you have managed to craft this, you probably read some Lovecraft.
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of the Dagon story, where all the artists around the world go crazy, because only they can perceive Dagon's thingy.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the story, it's been some time, but that kind of reminded me of that story in particular.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the temple cave. And even though it's not like official, I have published it and given it out freely. So if you want, you can have the PDF if you want to try it with some other friends or other parties. Since some of you dungeon master yourself, you can try it with those parties. And if you do,
This is the actual hive mind part, yes.
yes. Now you're supposed to go out and make everyone play this story. That's the no. So you guys failed, so now you have to do this for me. Like now, yeah, I gave it on. I put it on Reddit and Facebook for people to check it out. Oh, seems like Ollie Rising has been in here looking. So now you can't play the story, Ollie. Sorry to say. But at least I hope you did have a good time watching or listening to this story. And I'm wondering, how do you guys feel about the story?
I wish I threw the torch a little bit closer to the alive guy. I guess. It
I'll-
would be nice.
He is unconscious, so he's not moving. You guys don't know he is alive unless you actually go down there.
Oh, you said that there was no path down there, so
No,
I
you,
didn't.
you could have
even
used
think
rope
about it.
and, you know,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there would be a way to climb down, even if it's a steep cliff, chasm. But it didn't never
Or-
crossed my mind.
or you could have
That's it.
shot him.
It was just all assumption that they were dead.
Yeah.
Yep. And you were looking for the perpetrator. That's
Yeah.
I gave a bit of a hint right after that. I said there's only one path up to the cave entrance, and you guys know you have an alarm bell. So if anyone sees anyone
Yeah.
coming up, they can go ding 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 ding. Someone's here.
Yeah, I was thinking that there was a third guy that was into this, and they were like trying to sneak him in. These two guards who decided to stand up against the rules.
Yeah.
It was very misleading and very fun to go through.
I was just too trusting in my own men. That was the issue.
Even though they told you not to do whatever you're supposed to do, like
Yeah.
don't do it, Captain. I'm gonna do it, and you
Yeah,
guys are
you
gonna do
should
it.
have trusted them.
I know.
I thought the holy water gone stale for some reason, and
Yeah.
that actually started things out. Like it made the seal go break
yes.
or whatever.
The scientists.
Not scientists, like it was dripping and it was, as you describe it, rotten when you smelled inside.
Yeah, well, if you guys just did everything correctly, the water would flow again. It's just some of the things the creature now has power over. Now that the door is open, he can't still force you to go inside. And
Yeah,
if
he's trying to entice.
yes, he's just trying to lure you in. Come on, and everything I can do to make you just go inside. I'll close the door behind you. Even, just come inside.
If
Could we
I
open
was
it if we
one
went
with
back there?
my apprentice, maybe we might have actually solved this. Maybe if we kind of worked in conjunction, because he got the blind part and I got some parts.
Oh.
And the soldiers actually kind of did their part. I think the captain was a captain; he was doing his duty, and the lieutenant was not playing the second fiddle, but he was more like, yes, I respect my captain, but I also have my own initiative and like checking the bodies, etc.
Yeah,
So yeah,
because
that was nice.
the captain is not above the rules either. He can't break them. Like that's something you guys even drill about. Like no, if even doesn't matter who says it. The rules are the rules. No one's breaking them. And even if the chosen one is breaking them, we kill him, his ass as well. And that's why the soldiers were ready to kill him, because he opened the door again.
A bit of anarchy is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I was going from all the thing like we'd never experienced it before, like, and obviously we hadn't seen anyone leave before, like what was going to happen. It was all just curiosity,
Of course.
like killed the cat.
And that's since you have played a bit of roleplay, but if there's one of the reasons why I made this story in the first place is like if you're going to put anything in front of players, like a chest, a door, a case, whatever it is, they are going to open it. It doesn't matter whatever the world, the story, the game master, anyone else tells them. They're too curious.
Guys,
What the fuck is in
sound
this
familiar?
chest? I need to know. Okay.
You opened it yourself, though.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I
let's be
didn't.
honest.
As soon as we were told we
No,
couldn't go
no.
in that cave, I knew I was
No,
going
no,
in.
Sheriff did, like the first time. It opened on its own, man. Like, I don't know.
Come on, guys! Don't be chickens. Like you kill chickens. You're gonna be
Yeah,
killed
we
if you don't. do
used
that.
chicken blood. I guess that was the part of the problem. We should have used the ox. It specifically said ox blood too, right? That was a mistake as well.
No, it doesn't. Didn't say ox blood.
No,
but
Generally it said. I'm
He
joking
said
around.
that any animal blood was fine, and
Yeah,
chicken
yeah.
blood
like
as
any
well.
blood was fine, even human blood. So just blood.
And I think one of the reasons that you pointed out that I have a dagger was maybe that I might remember to carve out my eyes.
No, it just. I would just give you a reason to feel more safe going inside the cave. Like, oh, I have a dagger. I can protect myself. Of course, I can go into the cave. I
course,
probably
of
have
course.
like plus one proficiency and a magic
swinging.
dagger. No. It was just me trying to lure you into the cave. And yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna ask the question then.
sure.
Next game win.
Are you
Next
ready?
game win. Yes.
It's so I guess you liked it then, Yeet.
I mean, I think Grondrank was right on one account. This one was much more fun and interesting than the first one we played. Not to bash your first game.
No, no, no. I don't
It
take
was
any offense.
almost all on a. It had a level of its own. It was more grounded in reality. It was a bit different. But this one actually allows for more initiative from the players because you give 4 roles.
Yeah.
And these 4 roles allow for people to actually take initiative at times, which forces the hand of newcomers to actually participate in something or regret not participating in.
Yeah.
So this one was much better in that case.
Yeah. Thank you for not sharing any details about the other story, just in case.
No.
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 Yeah.
No.
But as I said, they're made for completely different situations, and I'm not too sure if I agree about the roles part, but I do agree about having more specific roles in this one, maybe. But yeah, still, it more comes down to who takes the initiative, really, in a party with just doing things and talking, and oftentimes it's the most social dude who takes the control, maybe. Like does all the talking, and people like, okay, we'll just follow. It's nice to have
We
someone
all
in charge, right?
took some initiative, like in turn, some
Yeah, exactly.
usually. Like he took
Nice to have
most of
someone
it.
in charge.
Yeah.
I mean, I
still,
lost, but I managed to drag all of you down with me.
Yes.
It's
you lost
wonderful.
perfectly.
And now you just killed like 3,000 people in this village, and maybe dragged.
It's just the beginning.
Exactly.
And the mayor had no idea what was going
The
on.
great
why did we
bastion
kill
of
them?
China was made for a reason, sir.
Like,
No. We shouldn't kill them. We just should drag them back in.
Yeah.
You know, there's rewards waiting for you.
like I kind of hoped you guys would react to me being all creepy and shit when we got down there, like sitting there just looking at you guys with the light. And
I did notice.
every time Yeet talked, I tried to make it all like very suspicious and creepy, and make you guys feel off, right? We're not doing the right thing here. And that's what the rest of the village will see when you guys come up there, and you have to come down to the cave with us right now. It's important. And it has actually happened, like 1-on-1 in other parties has gone down, and as they come up, the fourth guy goes like, yeah, I think I'll wait, and we'll fetch the rest of the village in the meanwhile. And okay, sure, if that's important, I'll be the last one. And at the end there, when everyone has gone up, they just stand in a line, like on each side of the path. Everyone in the city stands like this and just looks at the last guy, and you have to go now too. And he, as it goes, like everyone just stands there looking at this guy while he walks past them, all the way across the bridge, down the tunnel. They all stand lined up with just looking at them. And at the end, they're just all like trying their part to just shove him forwards, like it's your turn now, it's your turn. And at the end, just grab him and take a look. Yeah. So some of the endings, of course, a bit different, but still cool and creepy. I feel. But one of the reasons too why I feel this one is more thorough, maybe, is because I've played it a lot of times as well. It's easier for me to perfect it, like a couple of details here and there to make it so that you guys understand that there was a solution. Of course, it's hard. I am here to try and trick you with other red herrings and all that kind of shit, but most of the time it's the party that wants to be tricked or is very curious about what's going on. So, yeah. But as for your question, Yeet, next time? I don't know. Depends. Maybe I'll drag another party in here first, or we'll see. I did enjoy playing with you guys. It looks like you're taking this pretty seriously, role-playing, like not fucking around too much and doing... of course, stupid things, it does not equal silly things, necessarily. So, yeah. Just normal party stuff, I guess.
Might I be excused, sir?
Excused? Do you need to go?
He's
If
playing
you
the
allow
game, I
me
guess.
to.
Sorry, what did you say? I
I
didn't.
think he's playing Hunt or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yes. If you will allow me, I will
Yeah.
go and join my brothers in
Yes,
hunting bounties.
because-
as it is your spiritually approved game
It is.
as the sheriff.
Of course it is. Go get those fucking criminals, okay? Guys,
Oh yes, sir.
thanks for playing, and for the viewers, thanks for watching. It was nice meeting you, boys. I can most assuredly tell you, if you want to, we are probably going to play another time as well.
Yeah, I'm happy to play again.
Oh,
Hopefully we will see your face next time.
Yes, once
We
my
want to see your
I've
teeth
got-
just to make sure that they're there.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
once
Need
my
need to
desk
do a checkup.
once my desk arrives, I will have my setup back to normal, and I will be able to have a can.
Yeah, okay, nice. Of course, if not, we do demand a picture of your teeth, just to be sure. But yeah, actually, I just wanted to, since you have the least experience of role-playing here, how was this compared to whatever you have played before, British?
Really good, really good. I think it obviously it helped like everyone here really knowing what they were doing and everything. It made it, but it was dead comfortable. Like being
feel
able to sink
cringy?
into the role. No, I don't think it was at all.
No, yeah, that's good, good.
Yeah.
It's just a
I
story, and
really-
everyone loves stories.
Yeah, that's it. Like I just found myself like actually, like this will sound cringe. Closing my eyes and imagining myself there,
No,
like in
that's
the
good.
situation.
That's just
But
how
yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed it.
Good to hear. I didn't get to tell Yeet this, but as this was a very successful run of this story, I'm going to put it on YouTube. So since you guys are okay with streaming this live, I'm guessing you're okay with this being on YouTube as well. But
Yeah, no,
just
that's
to make
absolutely
sure if you guys are okay with this.
It's fine.
Fine by me.
Good. Well, as I said, thank you everyone. I'll tell you when next time happens or when the next stream is up. GG
Alright,
boys,
thank you,
and thank you
Sheriff.
for watching,
Thank you, Sheriff.
viewers. Bye bye.
See ya.